NCAA women's swimming star Riley Gaines was ambushed and reportedly hit by a man wearing a dress at San Francisco State University. Video shows Riley violently harassed and physically assaulted, folks. She had to be barricaded in a room for nearly 3 hours to escape left-wing loonies. Join me now, host of the Tudor Dixon podcast, the one and only Tudor Dixon. Great to have you on set down here.
Thank you for having me.
So, Riley, she comes on the show quite often. She's a friend of the show. It's just amazing how they treated her.
It's disgusting. I mean, you think about, not only is what happened disgusting, but then you say 3 hours she's held hostage. And think about this. Where are the people who are rising up? You have police men standing outside allowing a real woman to be held hostage while these people put woman face on and scream at her and put her in danger.
So can I ask you that, Tudor? So the same human being, a biological male, this example, puts on blackface. He's canceled, he's a bigot, he's a racist, he's horrible, they'll throw him out of his neighborhood. Same man, same human being, puts on makeup, does some things, tucks some things here and there. He's exalted. He's some sort of diverse hero. Why is that?
Oh, and we'll move him up to the women's tee and let him win the PGA Tour. I mean, give me a break. This is ridiculous. We've gotten to the point where people are afraid to stand up against the mob because you get punched in the face. I mean, literally, you're seeing a woman get assaulted. When the men go and speak about this, they don't get assaulted. She got assaulted because that's how little people feel about women and women's rights today. But where are the feminists? Where are the liberals that are coming out and saying, come on, okay, wait a minute. We're not going to make women lose their sports. We're not going to take away fairness. No, the Biden administration says, I'm going to double down and take away Title IX. I'm going to put Title IX in there and give it to the yes.
This week,
yes.
Doubled down on exactly what you're saying.
Yes. And this is not only when we see this violence with Riley Gaines, but we see the violence in Tennessee as well. And now, after violence in Tennessee, this with Riley Gaines, you see the Biden administration doubling down and saying that they are protecting transgender people who have become violent. And I say, what is happening? Where is Big Pharma in this? Because we know that when people are on these drugs, their tendency is to become violent. And now we've seen it twice. So where is Big Pharma, and who is going to hold them accountable?
Yeah, there's let's call it a growing suspicion that some of the trans people who are taking taking the hormone blockers and whatnot, testosterone blockers, they may be becoming violent. I don't know if that's medical. I don't know if it's even accurate, but there are more and more instances of trans people committing violence, like you said, in Tennessee.
I mean, we see an attack. We see an attack on a woman, and instead of the police saying, we're clearing the school out, they hold her hostage for 3 hours. Where are we living that you would hold a woman who has just been assaulted? You can't get her out of there. You can't get her medical attention. You hold her hostage while these people chant that she should pay them money, that she's the bad person. I cannot believe that we have not seen people like AOC stand up and say, oh, okay, wait a minute, enough is enough. I'm not going to let
she
women.
Defends it. She defends it. How about Kamala Harris? She's the vice president of the United States. How about the first lady, Jill Biden? Why not? What's the risk of saying biological men, stay in your lane?
This is the question. Why is it that women are not stepping up, but why are men not stepping up? Where are the fathers also? Because I'm a mom of 4 girls, and I'm sitting here thinking, I texted Riley this morning and I said, you have no idea how grateful we as women and moms are to you for what you're willing to do. Put yourself out there, put yourself in danger, and she's not going to slow down. She's not going to stop, but she should not be alone. It should not be that we have the first female vice president of the United States and she sits there in silence. This is outrageous. In fact, they are the ones that are propagating this. They're, like I said, she's the vice president. She's there when they changed Title IX. Mm-hmm. And this is exactly what Riley Gaines is fighting against. Give us our space in the world. Give us our place. Give us our rights.
It's amazing. It should be more. Before I let you go, I just have to ask you this. The Fox News, I came from Fox News, these texts that were released. I mean, your name was brought up a couple of times. Tucker Carlson's producer, Justin Wells, who I know very well, who actually wanted a job working with me producing my show at one point, had some pretty rude things to say. What do you think of all that? What are your thoughts on that?
You know, I think a lot of times when a producer leaves and they decide to go talk about their old job, you have to say, I'd like to see the receipts. I'd like to see the proof. They've all been so kind to me. They've all been very nice to me. And I don't know that I believe it. I mean, they called me afterward and they said, you know, we want to make sure you're okay. And I think that this is any attempt to silence our voices, any attempt to scare me away from the media, I don't believe in, and I will not be afraid.